Let me see what Oshay Duke Jackson is saying about Candace Owens. Because people been like distraught about this.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Oshay Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Recently, I have been weighing in on this entire debacle with Candace Owens. And of course, I thought I would get some pushback from maybe some non-subscribers who were white or Asian or some of your, black conservatives. But I could not believe the vitriol I am getting from the so-called African-American or black male Negro in the United States of America. I was taken aback. I even saw as many hate comments as I do when I make a video about y'all beloved Uncle Shay Shay. And I started to read the comments. I didn't even want to screenshot them and put them into this video because it's just so many. I figured you can go and look for yourself. And I thought about how these particular black men have exposed themselves. And it shows to a bigger dilemma as to why black men in America don't have anything. And I'm gonna explain why. Whenever I can make a video discussing the perils of black women, you will see those same brothers in support. No negative comments there at all, okay? If we talk about the Pookie and the Ray Ray brother in Black America, you will never see any negative comments either. But it's interesting because Candace Owens talks about black men in such a negative way, indirectly or directly. And we all know what happened at the Breakfast Club when she gave a very poor excuse as to why she's not with black men. Indirectly, she said that none of you guys were on her level. She's taking many shots at the lack of African-American achievement.
Nah, listen, I love my guy. And again, let me preface this conversation. And I went over this personally myself. And I will never say nothing negative about my guy, Oshay Duke Jackson. I'm just replying, or I'm just reacting to the content, okay? Oshay is wrong on that one. She did not directly or indirectly say anything negative about black men. As a matter of fact, she defended black men, and she said she chose her. She said she was used to be into Asian men, but she chose her spouse because he was intellectually stimulating to her, and she felt like he was on her level. She never said anything disparaging about black men. She defended black men, and she did not say anything indirectly or directly related to black men. I love you, Oshay. You're my guy. I absolutely can, no negative blood towards you. We talk on the phone on a regular basis. But I'm just going to be honest. That is not what she said on her live stream at all. I mean, on the Breakfast Club.
While boosting up her own Caribbean background, and anybody else that talks like that, black men are gonna come for. But Candace Owens is the only female swirler with the white man that some of you black men have no problem accepting her commentary. And see, I want you guys to know that such black men are enemies of progress. Let me explain why. When we talk about the black liberals, Democrats, we've been talking on my other channel about the migrant crisis in the.
And I want y'all to make sure that y'all extend some grace to my dog Oshay. All right, because Oshay has had a lot of perspectives, and he's. I'm gonna bring you up after I do this review real quick, Jacquel. So give me a little bit. Oshay has done a lot of videos on a lot of different things, and y'all agree with him on a lot of things. And just because he got a difference of opinion on this, which me and Oshay often at times have differences of opinions on a lot of different things, that does not mean that I don't rock with him or at his core that he's not still a good dude. So y'all got to extend some grace because y'all disagree with me on Diddy, but it don't mean that y'all don't rock with me. It just means that we all got differences of opinion and we got different perspectives. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't take what he says. And even though we may have a difference of opinion about what his perspective is towards Candace Owens, does not mean that he's not still a great content creator, right? So y'all got to give him some grace, because that's my guy. And I told you I was biased before we even started having this conversation.
Impact it has on the black community. And of course, whenever, black men have a negative thing to talk about politics, we talk about Joe Biden, we talk about single motherhood, all of that. Well, Candace Owens points out what's going on the right, and black men, some of them, are okay with what's going on the right. Neither Democrats nor Republicans want to see any ownership change for black men. And I'm gonna prove that by this whole idea. Look at the black conservatives on YouTube. Look at the black conservatives who are Republicans as a group, right? What media do they own? What fan base do they own? They have no real black fans. Most black conservatives are married to white men or white women, and they all work for white people, okay? This is the same thing that we see for the most part with Democrats, other than that Democrats have more ownership as blacks.
I don't agree with that. I think that there's a lot of black conservative men that are married to black women. I'm one of them. There's a lot of black conservative men that are married to black women. I think that just because they're not necessarily being as visible as liberal black men, that it could seem like that. But there's a huge demographic of black men that have completely divested themselves against the liberal ideologies and policies
Than black Republicans or black conservatives. But the black men who agree with Candace Owens are the same black men that will never achieve any kind of growth, any kind of collaboration with black men, because they also hate black men just like Candace Owens do. I can prove it. And it doesn't matter their educational level. And so you gotta understand this. This isn't a Pookie and Ray Ray thing. This is a whole black men thing. Do you know how many educated black men hate each other? How many educated black men feel like Candace Owens? How many educated black men don't want to develop their own community or work with their own people to get any money, to reinvest into their own communities, to do anything like that? No, because those are the same black men who, like Candace Owens, who want to be away from black folks as much as possible. They have no record of achievement with black people at all. And then once they go over there and sell out for another group, and then they make a ooh mistake, then guess where they're back to square one, just like Candace Owens. But this is what y'all defend. And for those who defend it, no wonder why black women don't even respect you, because you don't.
I might have to call Oshay on the live on this one. I might have to hit him up because I just disagree with him. I fundamentally disagree with him. I might have to call Oshay up. I might have to hit him up and kick it with him. I ain't gonna hit him up on the live. I'm gonna hit him behind the scenes because y'all don't need to know what we talking about. Y'all don't have to know our conversation. We ain't got to put everything on the live. And I still rock with my guy, but I just fundamentally disagree. I think that he's off on this one. And I think that maybe he even knows that he's off on this one, but we're going to continue to hear what
Even respect yourself. Ain't no way somebody like Candace
Owens.
Owens
Get you up here in a minute, Jackwell.
Can talk negatively about black men like that. And I'm gonna have some kind of, I don't care if she's right or wrong about the other things. Look at her intention. Her intention is to demean you in front of other people. Let me talk about this. When we have our conversations in the black community, all of us in the black sector of social media, whether it be people like me or Corey or whoever else, this content is largely for the people in our community. You know how many white people have asked me to come on to their networks and talk about the Black Manosphere when I was a part of it, or the black community? You will never find it, because I always say no. Candace Owens will get in front of all white people and do their dirty bidding, talking down on you. And when she talks about black men, you think, oh, well, you know, it's George Floyd. She ain't talking about me. Anybody that's a black man that gets that treatment, innocent or not, Candace Owens makes an excuse.
Yo, Oshay is passionate about this one. Like, I could tell that he was in the studio going in on this one.
For that person to be humiliated and killed. Everyone. So she is talking about you. She's talking about you. Me, your son. And for you, brother, who support that, do you want to support somebody that talks about no level of black ownership? Candace Owens don't own anything in the black community. Candace Owens don't own anything in the black world. And take it from a guy that's me, who done made more money, and I ain't gonna tell you how much I've made, dealing with only black people.
Oshay is rich, y'all. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. A lot of people don't know. I know how much money Oshay has made. I know how much he talk. We talk about money all the time. Oshay is rich in real life. No cap. Oshay is a chaser. He is a bag getter. 100%. And he don't like to talk about it. He ain't gonna talk about it online, but he absolutely is a rich dude.
It's in Africa, whether it's in Black America, my ties are deep. Everybody knows me for the most part in this sector, all right? All the money and everything I've been able to accumulate, I've done it with working with black people. Everything I got. Either I help somebody make some more money, I've discovered somebody make some money, or they help me get it. I ain't went through nobody else to get it. I'm stuck here in my own, dealing with my own group, like it or not. But y'all don't do that. The reason why you don't do that, because you ain't got no black mind. You like Candace Owens, for you brothers supplies too. No wonder why you don't get along with no other black men. You don't have anything. That's why, because you think like her. Because Candace Owens don't want no black ownership. Candace Owens wants to be owned by other groups, married to one of the other groups, and then once it go down, cry racism. Then you wonder why the Hispanics have everything. Look at how they think. A Hispanic would never accept somebody like a Hispanic Candace Owens talking down on them for whatever reason, true or false. And being married to a Caucasian person while doing it, she would be completely excommunicated, and she would never have a whole bunch of people in the comment section applauding that nasty stuff. Never, never. And that's why blacks don't own anything, because a lot of y'all think like her. Oh, that brother over there, I ain't working with him. Shoot, I ain't got no time for that Negro. Man, hell no. I'm gonna go over here and move around these white folk. Get me a...
Oshay ain't never said that. Y'all keep trying to cap. Ain't never said that I was broke. Y'all be trying to turn us against each other. Look, man, we can have a difference of opinion on a regular basis, but like I said, that's still my guy. And I ain't gonna never say nothing negative about a person that I got their number in real life. I know who my guy is. I rock with Oshay.
White wife, and at the same time, get me a white husband, because y'all don't know, I might be swinging both ways, brother. I gotta hotep it up. I might have to get my cheeks clapped sometimes. That's how y'all sound. That's how you sound, okay? Then you be the first person to call racism. You don't have anything that's black detailed. You don't work with your community. You don't work with nobody. And see, that's different for somebody like me, okay? While I have my criticisms, my entire world is black. Everything. As an entrepreneur, as an owner, everything is black, except for Dima, right? He's the only one that's not non-black. But everything else is black, okay? I've been all over the world, every continent except for Antarctica. And I've dealt with blacks there, Europe, Asia, Africa, North America. And it's a shame that you black men, some of you Candace Owens fans, and I tell you, anybody that think like Candace Owens as a black person, you can never work with them, okay? They'll always find a reason to be unaccountable, and you can't deal with them at first. Because a lot of black brothers, I'm gonna tell you like this. Anybody who's anti-black male, anti-black community, that's different if you're a strong critic. But you'll notice, and I'm gonna tell you, we have this problem. When I first came into the manosphere, it was a lot of brothers that was getting along because they just didn't like the black community. Well, we found out very quickly, they don't like each other, right? Wanna know why the black manosphere is split up into pieces like that? It was a whole bunch of black men that did not like each other in general. They don't like black women, and the decline in the black manosphere led to because they didn't like black people. So it didn't matter if you didn't even have no enemies. But way after the women had gone, the black manosphere guys were still having problems because generally they just didn't like black people, right? And it's a problem we got all over the black world. We don't really like each other. And I'm gonna tell you what, if you don't have a black mind and what you're thinking about, you're not gonna get to what the Asians got. The Asians got the Asian mind. That's why the Hispanics are respected. They work with their people. They love their people. Anybody who like Candace.
Yeah, I gotta say, Oshay, I think that Oshay may be a little off on this one. His opinion towards this may be a little bit shaky, but we rock with Oshay over here on After Hours. I rock with Oshay over here on After Hours.